Are there any other ones that surprise you all that you see that really sticks out to you about why it's so low or why it's so high?
Number 10.
Creativity and innovation.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Number 10 and number 11 don't surprise me. As an entry-level employee, typically you're not paid to think.
Okay.
You're paid to do what someone tells you to do. And as a leader, I know I'm naturally a leader. I can be a little, I don't want to say combative, but I can be. Like, well, why are we doing it that way? I can be a little more questioning, which is a little more difficult for my leader. I can be that difficult employee because I want to know.
Right.
And I will say, well, let's try it this way. And it hasn't always been an attractive quality of mine. I've had to turn it off in some jobs. So in my personal experience, I've seen that those two are where they should be for entry-level employees.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I definitely agree.
But I mean, you know, for what we hope we're training students to do is accept this for now, but never let this be good enough. Always want to go here.
Always try higher.
Yeah.
Question, so this is from a national survey?
Yes, sir. I actually found this on the Virginia Workplace Readiness Skills website, the national survey.
And when was this one completed?
Let's see, this was actually done last year.
Last year?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the reason I said number 10, because in some recent activities going with like with Altria and Federal Reserve, and when they did some presentations, that those numbers were slightly different on what, I'm not sure if that's what they were looking for in their companies, but they're looking for more people with creativity and that are innovative in the thought process. Maybe the number would have been higher.
I feel like a lot with the creativity, we're not training kids to think outside the box.
Yeah.
I find it very difficult to try to inspire them.
They don't want to think outside
And you
the
know,
box.
that's like the one benefit that we as CT teachers have. A lot of our classes are electives, and we can use those creativity skills. But I know certain like, you know, like math teachers and English teachers, I mean, it's definitely their job to be creative as well. But I know a lot of times people say, okay, we have a pacing guide, we have our SOL test, and there's so much emphasis placed on that test that sometimes I think that teachers kind of get away from giving students the opportunity to be creative and innovative. And it's so important, as you can see. I mean, for entry-level employees, I mean, it's definitely low, but, you know, we definitely want to do better. We don't want to just, you know, shoot low. We want to shoot high, and hopefully have all students develop all these skills when they enter the workforce. Would be nice, right? But if we all work together, I'm sure we can do better, right?
I found one. I did it right this time.
All right, how'd you do?
20% visual, 40% auditory, and 40% kinesthetic.
All right, nice.
Which means this one's the one.
All right, now I found this interesting as well. The same website, same data source. They talked about the most efficient skills that students have when they enter the workforce, and number one is written communication. They're saying that students cannot write. And I think that's really a really strong statement there, and I know that it's definitely recognized, like with Dr. Perry, he wants to have that writing initiative across the curriculum, so making sure that in all of our classes that students are writing. And so that right there, I think, really backs that up. So as you can see that. Leadership, 72.5, that's obvious based on the last slide. It's like the inverse, right?
Yeah.
And then critical thinking moved up, or the creativity moved up.
I think that's very interesting. Professionalism and work ethic. Wow. Wow.
I mean, yeah, we live in a culture where we want it now. We don't have to take responsibility. Nothing's our fault. Everything happens to us.
Right.
We're complete victims. So that does not create professionalism.
That's true.
Does not create work ethic whatsoever. Everyone's going to hand you something. When I saw the video of the escalator,
Yeah.
I felt like that was what people expected in their career. Like, well, someone's going to move me up.
Right.
And in retrospect, I also feel like that's how some students feel. Like, the escalator's going to move me up. I don't have to work to progress.
Yeah.
The escalator's going to move.
That's definitely an excellent connection. I never thought about it that way, but yeah, that definitely makes a lot of sense.
I mean, I've already had one
I thought that's what
girl
you
tell me
expressed.
that I was giving her bad grades.
Oh, Lord.
So she shut, and I said, I'm giving you bad grades. She goes, well, I guess I'm not doing the work. I said, yeah.
Hey, you got that connection.
Yeah.
I just got, not that. I didn't get that. Miss Wright gave me this. Wright didn't give you that.
All right. So now, okay. So thanks again. So tying it back into the workplace readiness skills, based on the same source that I've looked at, because I looked from the Virginia Workplace Readiness Skills website. As you can see from this graph here, whose responsibility is it to get students prepared for the workforce? based on the 100% scale, 78%, based on this, K through 12 schools has the highest responsibility for getting students ready for the workforce. Who has the lowest? The hiring boss. So basically, when the hiring boss hires that employee, they expect the students to have certain skills coming into the job. They don't want to have to train employees how to have positive work ethic, and so on, or even how to write. So that's our responsibility. So we have the highest responsibility, 4-year college, a little less than us, recent entrance, a little less than us, 2-year college, a little less, but I think the biggest thing to see from this is we have the most responsibility and the hiring boss has the least responsibility.
Question,
Yeah.
what's the recent?
Recent entrance, that is recent entrance into the actual workforce. I guess that's them working with the new entrants. So sometimes I know
Orientation.
Huh?
Like orientation.
Like orientation, I knew like when I was a 2nd year teacher, I was mentoring new teachers. So I was a recent entrant into the education field, but then I was a mentor. So sometimes they feel that's good because somebody who they have a year under their belt would serve as a good mentor for new teachers or a new employee in an organization. But again, based on this, it's not really that person's job to make sure that person's ready. It's the school's job. Does that make sense?
It's interesting I speak about parents. Because
Yeah.
I really believe
Honestly,
most parents
I think right here we're talking about K-12 schools. In my opinion, I think they're including parents right here because again, it's us working with the parents, working with all the stakeholders together to help kids get ready for the workforce. So when we say K-12 schools, that's talking about teachers, administration, parents. So that's everybody right here.
I've been very fortunate not running into any parents that didn't take responsibility for their program. I have a lot of parents that believe that teachers are supposed to have primary responsibility for teaching them.
So it's definitely important to develop those connections.
They've all been positive.
That's good. Let me say that. Okay. So actually we'll do an activity with you all right now. This is work ethic is defined by what you are willing to do when no one is watching. That's work ethic. So what I want to do now is, this is an activity that I give to my students in my classes. It's like the first one is we do a work ethic activity. And I want to give this to you all now. And what I want you to do is you can work together on this, and then we're going to have a group discussion about your answers.
Well, I know the answer first.
Yeah, maybe I have to find it for you. But again, in your own words, maybe you can come up with a better definition. And also this activity here, if you look into the CT competency, I'll show you how to access this. Is everybody familiar on how to get to the CT Versa website? So I'm sure we probably get to a different link. I usually go to Google or Yahoo when I type in CT Versa. And the resource center. So, demonstrate positive work ethic. I clicked on the first one. And that's where I got the action. Yeah, but there is a couple of connection. Yeah, a little bit, because, again, they're a good connection. Also, too, I have these for you as well. This is talking about the workplace writing skills. This is actually a blueprint from the Nike website, and it has all the different skills that will be on the test. Then you have the 21 skills, so we should definitely be covering this thing. And again, it's easy to go to the website that you all are both familiar with accessing. Has activities to prepare students for the test, but this is an actual blueprint of the types of things we should be covering for the test. So I'm going to do that as well. And as you can see, it definitely talks about writing, it talks about math. So again, it's all about us working together across the curriculums to get students ready for this test. Because again, though they receive a certificate, it was really good in the resume. And again, it's definitely a judge about are they ready for the workforce. So every student that comes through WNL we should have them pass this test.
Standardized development, they have to pass SCTV.
Right. Junior high school. Right.
Starting
And start junior high, yeah. And also, that's also right now, they already say that students before they graduate have to have an online experience. And the workplace readiness skills test, if they pass that, that's considered their online experience. Also, the last test that I gave for personal finance, that's an online experience if they pass it. They have to have one online experience before they graduate.
So all of my students, even middle school, they turn everything into Google Docs. Okay. Nothing is paper. Nothing. Is that not my experience, or do I need to be able to say,
Well,
go here, get your assignment?
It's not the most promoted before they graduate high school.
When I don't care.
Right. So I guess anything that you can do, like you're saying, like you turn into, yeah, that can help them, with technology. But an actual online experience, like the ones that I've heard is the workplace readiness skills test, the WISE test, and also I do something called Edify, which is students that's an online financial literacy modules they go through, and they consider that part of the online experience. So that's a good question. I can definitely look into that.
I think online experience can be going to Blackboard.
Exactly.
For my university.
Exactly.
That's very much an online experience.
And I would definitely think that would also count for high school. Is everybody ready for the work ethic discussion? All right. So the first question I have for you is, what is work ethic? Who wants to tell me your definition of work ethic?
So what you're willing to do
So what you're willing to do?
when something needs to be done.
Okay, so what you're willing to do? Something needs to be done. And honestly, we all see a need in having kids pass the workplace readiness skills test, so we're going to use our strong work ethic to have kids pass it, right? All right, what's next?
How hard / diligent / complete I would work to complete a task / job. So I put hard, diligent, and actually complete
included.
Never
You
slash
all-
complete.
slash
I mean,
complete.
how willing are you to complete? Sometimes you get started and go, oh, I'm not doing this.
So slash complete, of completing tasks.
Yeah, I'm really the worst for doing tasks as well.
All right, Mr. Ben, what'd you say?
Let's go part of your early definitions of what you're willing to do and no one is looking.
Oh, I like that.
And to complete the task to a high level of quality.
You know, there's actually a poster in our school that I actually saw a couple of years ago, and it still sticks in my mind. And it says, "How do you live your life in English class?" And that right there really makes me think a lot. You know, so it's just like in school, you know, we're teachers, we're models, we're role models, and it really matters inside and outside the classroom that we're always living models. We're always showing that positive work ethic that we're encouraging students to do well. That definitely is very common and really good about that. Okay, so what makes a good student slash work? And one thing I point to the kids when we do this activity, I'm like, what kind of that's my sort of stuff. So anyway, so what makes a good student slash worker?
Say someone who's willing to go the extra mile.
Going extra mile?
Yeah. That was the first one. How many of these have
You know, I noticed last night during parent-teacher conferences, I actually had a parent, their student had a 91% in my class. And she's like, that's not good. She's like, you know, I don't want her on the border. She needs to have an A. So it's also not us pushing them, but I love seeing that when parents are saying that because they're also pushing them as well.
My
So,
friend says I'm 99. So when my consultation, she's like, I'm not thinking about that. What are you gonna do?
so what you say?
Several things, like I said, to be motivated, understands, follows student rules of middle class school environment, able to know when they don't understand something, and emotionally balanced. That's what I'm looking for in a student. And that's what I see as their greatest hurdle to success.
So a lot of times though, you can't tell if they're emotionally balanced.
But that's kind of
So when you say emotionally balanced,
emotional intelligence, developing it, and whether I can tell or not, this is their ability to be successful. Knowing how to manage their emotions, dealing with frustration, how to manage failure, how to express these things.
so that when we're having technical difficulties earlier, my emotional balance, that was.
So you did well. You did
Thank
well.
you.
I mean, I've seen companies with emotional intelligence. I've seen companies literally go out of business because the owner lacked emotional intelligence. The 100% reason wasn't out of talent, it was not a price. You lacked emotional intelligence. You cannot slam doors and test with clients and figure out people. And yeah, I mean that's what I see in students, but I don't have to make them do it. They are all on themselves.
Before I do my answer, you tag along with that. To work with whatever your jobs are, especially when you're doing music work and whether you refer to things like that. So we only need to good student worker is one who takes pride in his or her work. I usually let my work speak for me.
I like that. That's what the number is important skill. I let my work speak for me.
I know one thing I talked about. I actually did a Twitter chat for the very first time a couple nights ago. It was so cool. I actually had to do it as a part of this class I'm taking now. And one of the things we talked about it was about being a teacher administrator. And one thing he talked about we talked about interpersonal skills. How one lady said, you know, there should actually be a class on that. How to have interpersonal skills. A lot of people think it's like either guy or you don't. But you know, there needs to be a class for it. That's what they were saying.
I've gone to corporations.
Okay. So, absolutely. It's so important. I don't care how smart you are. You gotta have good interpersonal skills as well.
Yeah.
All right. So what qualities are employers looking for? I think that kind of ties into the question that we were just taught. So it kind of goes hand in hand.